Hey Ida, for not being present for a once-in-a-lifetime trip. A while ago, my family, mom, dad, and older sister and I, 19M, went on a trip to Europe. We had been planning it for the better part of a year, watched all the travel vlogs we could, researched places to go, made itineraries, the works. My mom and sister especially put a lot of effort into planning the trip and did a really great job at doing everything. A few days before the trip, I had an appointment with my doctor. Without going into too many details, he referred me to a specialist because he thought it might be cancer. He said that it was probably nothing to worry about, but it was better to be safe than sorry in the case that it was cancer. Unfortunately, I couldn't get an appointment with the specialist until after the trip. My family was great and super supportive and promised me that everything was going to be okay. I really didn't want it to ruin the trip. I like to think that I'm a pretty chill guy. I don't let a lot of stuff get to me, and I can usually put things to the back of my mind and not think about them. This time, I was worried. Even though the doctor said it was probably nothing, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was really wrong. I was okay when we were busy because I could distract myself, but in any downtime, I kind of spiraled. Whenever we weren't talking and were waiting in a line, or on a bus driving somewhere, or at the hotel or something, I couldn't stop spiraling. It started with convincing myself that it absolutely was cancer, then to what treatment would be like, then to that I was probably going to die, and before I knew it, I was planning my funeral. I know, it was super dramatic, but that's where my mind went. Here's where I might be the asshole. To distract myself, I downloaded a bunch of books onto my phone and read anytime I started to think about it, aka anytime I was left to think. My parents noticed I was reading and asked why, and I told them, so they left me to it for a little while, but then my mom and sister started to make comments about how I wasn't present. I tried to tone it down, but I couldn't get it out of my head, so ended up reading like 6 books in the couple of weeks we spent in Europe. Eventually, my mom and sister took to clicking their fingers in my face and saying that I was not present again. I want to stress that I would only do this when we weren't doing anything, so I put the phone away for all of the activities and tours, or when my parents were letting me have a beer because the drinking age is like 18 in Europe, and stuff. I also made sure to put it away when someone was talking to me. It was just when I had enough time to think. We got back, and I had my appointment, and it luckily wasn't cancer. My mom drove me to the appointment, and on the way home she said something like, "I bet you feel stupid for not being present on our trip." I told her how scared I was, but we got into an argument and she said I ruined the trip. So, am I the asshole?